That's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted. That's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off cause the iPhone don't got a jet.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Arizona Cardinals. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. And right away, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. To throw is Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Prescott now from the 50. And Stills bringing it in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. It's Mixon on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Sean Robinson Coming out of the University of Alabama, a big, physical, intimidating force who had to learn to play with more leverage. Otherwise, he was going to get blown off the ball in the NFL. Looks like he's learning his lessons after that play.
He's got Burton here. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic, but downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and they're flailing. Hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. That one into the hands of Hamilton. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check safety. Check safety.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Samson Abuka make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing, Prescott. This one into the hands of Burton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Cardinals. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. Murray to air it out again. Open man completes it to Butler.
Let's go. Let's do it.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A safety with a sack there. LaMarcus Joyner. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Joe Mixon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Prescott now. He completes it to Boyd. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But now it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Prescott from the gun. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Abuka make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
Check
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Eluding the pressure right. Open man here is Hamilton. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got one.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 10-7. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now they've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike, let's go. Set. Hey, one set.
Murray now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Now Murray again. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk as the 1st half is winding down. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, It's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
What are you looking forward,
Coach?
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 30 on second down, Murray on the screen. This is Eckler. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one, because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Murray now to throw. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
50 seconds to Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They toss to Pirine. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just... beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They lost last week. Actually, not only did they lose, they were shut out, but they've got the lead here right now. A first down throw for Prescott. He's got Burton here. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. So that'll back them up 5. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. After the penalty, it's Mixon, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. First down, Murray. He'll get this to Eckler. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Murray to air it out again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he's got another. First down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Going on the ground with Eckler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Murray now on first down. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing now is Murray. Setting up the screen to Pirine. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on third down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right. 3 down.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials. Something that
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Samson Ebukam in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he's going to go down again. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one,
and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Sean Robinson. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position.
Mike 54. Here we go, here we go.
Shotgun now from Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Right there, 54 Mike.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Bengals have recovered it. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Prescott, he's got his man, Boyd. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Samson Abuka racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now they run with Mixon. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That one into the hands of Hamilton. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Murray now on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. It's complete. Stills. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Back to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. He's back to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. Prescott to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Check three.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. He was looking that time for Stills.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Pirine. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Jump down. Switch it.
Back to throw it. Murray. That'll be incomplete, as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Pirine. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time.